Welcome to Super Tomy Cup football plays at Stamford Bridge, where lottery winners Chelsea play host to Liverpool FC, and nice to see their fans have made the long travel from central London to pack the away stand. Plenty of tourists have made their way from the Beatles Museum as well. Nice to see Xavi Alonso and Luis Garcia making the trip. Liverpool fans haven't quite come to terms that some players no longer play for their club. And there's John Durnin, who keeps turning up to the club's functions. No one at Anfield knows who he is. No one has the heart to send him home. As we see the flag celebrating 5 European Cups, an achievement which you seldom hear of. You'd think we'd hear more about that night in Istanbul. There's Ian Brodie of the groundbreaking Lightning Seeds, accompanied by some of the current talent coming out of Liverpool. You can see why they were awarded the culture of capitalism, and not because of its shopping centres, a mistake people often make. And Xavi Alonso makes another appearance on the other side of the stand, and it's good to see Facebook in the crowd. Liverpool fans, of course, have a monopoly on Facebook. It's often used as a public forum where it's assumed that everybody else on the service supports Liverpool. And we look at their latest slushy status on Facebook. It's a picture of Bill Shankly as a ghost reciting Rudyard Kipling's Eve, and manager Rodgers appearing as Jesus leading the herd. And you can buy that poster in some crap newsagents along with the other top 4 clubs' merchandise. And while sick buckets have been handed out at the away end, 1 million flags smother the home fans in the main stand. So we'll look on the opposite side, where the middle class have been priced out of this game by some of Chelsea's political elite. They really are the people's club around these parts being Fulham. And of course, Chelsea is such a proud and successful club in English football. They've put their history book on display outside of the ground, and appropriately it's in the form of a tablet, and it goes all the way back to the modern age. Who can forget the names Cech, Lampard, Terry? The two managers are in their technical dugouts. Brendan Rodgers has brought his razor to make sure that his sideburns don't grow over the ear through the game. And then there's Jose with a book of psychology on one hand, and in the other, a book entitled Never Trust a Man with No Sideburns. So the team's nearly ready then. Liverpool have gone with Reina, Gerrard, Garcia, Alonso, McAllister and Torres. And Chelsea have gone with their regular outfield, but they've chosen a bus in goal. You probably didn't see that one coming. Now, before kick-off, football will pay its respect to James Milner, whose dog died this morning. John Aldridge will light a candle on the centre spot, and the Chelsea fans have stopped singing songs about Steven Gerrard's children and are now uniting in 5 seconds of applause. You know, football fans get a lot of negative attention, but in the face of tragedy, the football family comes together and shows just how brilliant it can be. And now the candle is lit, so is the blue touch paper. Chelsea fans return to some racist chanting, and the game begins, and already Chelsea have a penalty. Ivanovic fell to the ground like he was shot, but the referee bought it, and somebody's dad has stepped up to take this one for Chelsea. I'm not sure how he's found his way into the lineup, but it's an excellent penalty. Nothing Reina could do other than to save it, and in fact that was Diego Costa on closer inspection. Ivanovic really milking this. He's got the penalty. What more does he want? It's all Chelsea at the moment, a raging, faceless exhibition of various world talent trying to rip the soul out of the Liverpool defence in order to acquire a soul for themselves. And there's the second. It's Eden Hazard. He had his lights on. He went careering into the box and socked it past Reina into the honey and leaps off like a shit Zorro. Tributes pouring in on social media now for Ivanovic, who's been taken to hospital. I'm a Liverpool fan, but Ivan doesn't deserve to be shot, says Ian Moore. Here's another. Thoughts are with the Chelsea's right back from a Liverpool fan. Ian from Grimsby. Prayers with Branislav from a Liverpool fan. In fact, every comment ends in from a Liverpool fan, just in case they hadn't convinced you they're the best fans in the world. But Chelsea are through again, and that's a third. It's Nicolas Anelka who looks on as the Belgian Harlequin Hazard bags his second, and that's half-time. Liverpool can't buy a goal at the moment. In fact, I've just heard they have. John Henry has thrown 32 million to obtain the goal. And I believe Brendan Rodgers showed his players a video of their Champions League victory for motivation, as well as taking them to the stage adaptation. as Liverpool register their first shot on goal, but it's got stuck underneath a bus and some child has crawled under it to scoot the ball out. Well played, that boy. I think that might have been Brendan Rodgers, but Liverpool now bringing on Mario Balotelli, and Chelsea are removing the bus. Yeah, they feel they no longer need it, but they might regret it as Balotelli's through on goal. No, that's gone wide. Hit a Chelsea pensioner. And there's the revealing message. Well, not on a flat track, Tomy pitch, Mario. Liverpool pinned in their own half, and Xabi Alonso's hit one from long range. What a goal! He saw there was no one between the posts. That's only his 20th effort from his own half, and he finds the purse. Well, Chelsea hanging on, and Liverpool are through again. Chelsea have responded with a 11-player circle around the referee, claiming offside. It hasn't worked, but Balotelli has hit a Labrador. News coming in that Liverpool have brought another goal, and Chelsea are up in arms. They surround the referee again. Mourinho's furious. On closer inspection, that's a book on psychopathy, and Liverpool have scored, only for the referee to disallow it. He says it's full time. Both teams are furious. Didier Drogba is spitting feathers. Meanwhile, Liverpool will be holding a vigil for the disallowed goal, and I hear that Indie Pioneers Space will be headlining that one with Jan Marby on decks. This one has ended 3-3. Chelsea will execute their medical staff on their return to North Korea.